7 years after Missouri State professor Mark Cooper was stabbed to death, a judge today ruled that the colleague accused of murdering him is not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect.
Edward Gutting, who was also a Missouri State instructor at the time, will be held in a mental health treatment facility. Color 10's Carissa Codell was inside the courtroom every day during the trial and spoke to Cooper's family after the verdict.
It is therefore the verdict of the court that the defendant, Edward Gutting, is not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect.
After years of delays, a high-profile murder case comes to an end.
Hard to put into words. Disappointment. I mean, I don't agree with it. I think he knew what he was doing that night, and it's very disheartening, but at the same time, I'm just glad it's over. It's been 7 really long years.
Judge David Jones said this was the most difficult case he's dealt with in his 45 years in the legal field.
I don't believe that I've ever dealt with a homicide that is as shocking, horrific, and senseless as this case.
The deciding factor for Judge Jones was the testimony of a court-appointed doctor who said Gutting was psychotic during the time of the stabbing.
This is not an easy decision for me. I know to the family that this is a harsh decision. I'm sorry if I've caused you pain by this decision.
Gutting will now be committed to the Department of Mental Health for an indeterminate amount of time.
I'm glad he's going to be locked up for a long time, but it doesn't necessarily mean he'll be there forever.
Nancy and Aaron Cooper say their husband and father would want them to continue forward with life.
He was somebody who focused on life, and I think he would want us to be able to move on.
Miss him terribly yet. One of the hardest things has been knowing that he never knew his grandson, and his grandson never knew him.
In Springfield, Carissa Codell, Ozarks First.